There are books you read to unwind before bed. And then there are books that break your worldview like a wave crashing against stone. After those, you can't think the same way anymore. Even the silence that follows them is louder than any words. This list isn't just a collection of useful or motivating texts. It's a top 10 of intellectual and spiritual detonations. 10 challenges, 10 revelations, 10 awakenings. These are books that strip away illusions, expose raw truths, and force you to see clearly. If you're truly seeking a way out of ordinary consciousness, this is your path. Welcome. 10. The Prince, Niccolo Machiavelli. At first glance, it's a book about power, about manipulation, strategy, and how to keep a throne. But look deeper, and you'll find a scalpel dissecting human nature itself. Machiavelli doesn't paint with romantic colors. He rejects virtue as an absolute. He shows the world as it is, harsh, pragmatic, sometimes cruel. Men are wicked, he writes, and will remain so unless compelled to be good. It's not just for politicians. Anyone building a team, a career, or a business needs to understand the brutal mechanics of power. That's why Harvard studies it, even if others fear it. Ninth Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, an emperor, a philosopher, a warrior. When you read his private thoughts, it feels like he's sitting beside you, quietly reflecting on life, duty, pain, and the soul. He's not preaching, he's thinking. This is a journal not meant for fame, but for survival. One of his most powerful insights: you only control your mind. Everything else is temporary. That's not just stoicism, it's a roadmap for inner peace. This book will teach you how to stay calm when everything around you burns, how to act when others freeze, how to walk with dignity when the world crumbles. 8. Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Friedrich Nietzsche. Not a book, a storm. Written like music, burning with pain and poetry, it's not here to comfort. It's here to destroy your old truths. Nietzsche doesn't believe man is finished. He believes we are a bridge between beast and something greater. The Übermensch is not a fantasy. It's your highest self, waiting to be built. This book frightens many because it demands complete responsibility. No savior, no excuses, just you and the truth. If you dare read it, be ready for a quiet revolution inside you. Complaining won't feel the same again. 7. The Art of War, Sun Tzu, ancient, yet eternal. Though it's about warfare, it's also about life. This isn't a book of violence. It's about influence, foresight, timing, and the victory of peace. The greatest win is the one where no war is fought. Every line feels like a proverb. Every chapter a masterclass in leadership, negotiation, and strategic calm. If you run a business, a team, a life, you need this on your shelf. If you want to stay ahead of the chaos, you must understand how to read the room and strike without force. 6. The Choice. Dr. Edith Eva Eger. She survived Auschwitz. But this book is not about pain. It's about freedom, real, internal freedom. You don't choose your suffering, but you always choose your response. That's her message. And it's not a cliché. It's earned. When you read her memories, you realize you have strength you never knew. This isn't a motivational book. It's a mirror with cracks and light. And when you close it, you don't feel inspired. You feel reborn, with scars, but with hope. The 5 a.m. Club, Robin Sharma. Maybe you've heard the title and dismissed it. Maybe it sounds like another self-help trend, but give it a chance. This book isn't just about waking up early. It's about owning your morning, and through that, transforming your life. Sharma doesn't lecture. He tells a story of a lost artist, a curious entrepreneur, and a mysterious mentor. Through them, he teaches a formula: 20-20-20. The first 60 minutes of your day, moved with clarity, discipline, and purpose, can change everything. If you need structure, this book gives you more than motivation. It gives you a map. 4. Anti-Fragile. Nassim Nicholas Taleb. In a world obsessed with control, Taleb praises chaos. He introduces a radical idea: anti-fragility. Not just surviving disorder, but growing stronger through it. He shows how systems, businesses, and lives thrive when they're exposed to stress, randomness, volatility. The more you shield yourself, the weaker you become. This book frees you from the illusion of safety. After it, you won't fear change. You'll seek it, because each blow becomes fuel. Each disruption becomes growth. You become undeniable. 3. Atlas Shrugged. Ayn Rand, a monolith of a novel. Not just for its length, but its message. Rand builds a world where the creators, the thinkers, builders, dreamers, go on strike. They're tired of carrying a system built to punish excellence. This is about individualism, responsibility, mission. You don't owe the world your conformity. You owe it your truth. After this book, many quit their jobs, leave toxic systems, and begin building their own vision. This isn't a book. It's an explosion. 2. The Black Swan. Nassim Nicholas Taleb. Yes, Taleb again. Because this book deserves its own place. It changes how you see the future. Taleb proves the biggest events are never predicted, and it's those very events that shape everything. Google's rise, the 2008 crash, the pandemic, all black swans. You'll understand why rigid plans fail and why intuition and flexibility win. It's a book for those ready to stop living under the illusion of control and start thriving in the chaos of life. First, Reality Transurfing. Vadim Zeland. Controversial, esoteric, but transformative. This isn't motivation, it's a shift in consciousness, a fusion of quantum physics, psychology, and ancient wisdom. The central idea: reality bends to your internal state. The outer world is a mirror. Change your thoughts, and your timeline changes. Zeland teaches you how to stop fighting life and start choosing which version of it you want to live in. Those who truly understand transurfing don't just change careers, they change realities. These aren't books, they're doors. Each one opens into a new world, where you are sharper, wiser, braver. These are not bestsellers for show. They are tools, mirrors, explosions. Read even 3, and you will not return to who you were. Because books are not just words, they are portals. And if you're reading, you're already crossing over.